What's going on? Move the mouse back in City Skylines, the town of Portsmouth, episode number 24 of sorts. Not really a traditional episode today, but more kind of a catch-up to let you know kind of what's been going on. So a couple little channel updates, couple things happen in the background. So last week, I actually pre-recorded the Winterfell episodes because family and I were on vacation taking our daughter to her first trip to Disney. I say first because I guess I'm kind of I'm a fan of Disney. My wife's a fanatic, and I'm sure we will be back. But it was the first trip. We found out that she loves roller coasters. Too late in the trip, unfortunately. I would have taken her on a lot sooner had I known how much she would enjoy them. But I'm sure we'll be going back. But I had pre-recorded Winterfell and kind of was hitting setting them to public as I was going through the week. So Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, I normally shoot for new videos. Today is Tuesday though. I did not get a video out yesterday, and I kind of want to give you some background as to why. It's also related to why I haven't been streaming as much lately. So I stopped streaming regularly a little over a month ago, maybe even longer at this point, because I've been dealing with some anxiety issues, and it's really tough to commit to those streams not knowing whether or not you're gonna be in the mood to stream when the time comes. You know, on-demand videos are a little bit different. I can find time to record these, you know, when I'm feeling good, and then post them accordingly. But sometimes, like, just trying to be entertaining for the stream, and it's just not always the case that I'm gonna feel like streaming when that 9 o'clock time rolls around, that I commit to ahead of time. So I had stopped the streaming for a bit, and I was ready to start getting back into it because I've been on some new medication that's really helped my anxiety, but there's been some terrible side effects as a result of that. I ended up switching doctors, and they were going to take me off of that medication, and as a result of that, I had horrible withdrawal and vertigo and dizzy spells. So I'm just up and down and all over the place. So I had really bad anxiety, and it's something that I think some people, or a lot of people, stigmatize and don't talk about. And it's really important that if you have anxiety, if you have depression, if you have any problems like that, you talk to a doctor, you talk to people about it, and address it as best you can. And I'm still kind of trying to figure that all out and find a medication that works. But as a result, it's just been really tough to keep to the schedule. Yesterday, even the ability to work on or record or post a video was just too much because my head was just spinning. I'm sort of in that state where, like, if you remember when you were a kid and you just spun and spun and spun around in circles until you got dizzy and fell down your butt, that's what I feel like most of the day is that sensation of spinning and just being about to fall over. And that's just me sitting in a chair. So today I'm feeling pretty good. I was able to sit down in front of the computer, throw it in cinematic mode, and record some Portsmouth gameplay. But basically where things are at, personally, that kind of gets you up to speed. Hopefully I'll be getting everything kind of under control over the next few weeks, but I'll do my best to stick to Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos when I can, but just understand that if I don't, that's kind of what's going on. So sometimes it's like it's too much to even look at a screen. Sometimes it's too much to look at the ceiling when you're laying in bed. So just to kind of let you know what I'm dealing with. But I'll get videos out when I can, as often as possible. There's so much stuff happening right now. So if you follow me on Xbox, you'll notice that my wife, Apple Buddy, and I have been playing a ton of Borderlands 3 when we can. And the other thing that is taking up some time, or it's really just starting to take up time, and it will eat in quite a bit of time, I'm sure, is the Outer Worlds, which I haven't. I'm only a couple hours in, so I don't have enough to formulate a full review. But if you were looking for more single-player Fallout in space, with decisions and trees and consequences, it's the spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas. It's the same team at Obsidian that built it. It's really good so far. I'm absolutely loving it. So And it seems like there's a lot of different ways the story can branch and different things you can do to interact and change the stories as you go. So Outer Worlds, I already, even just a couple hours in, can give 2 thumbs up to recommend. It's available on Game Pass, whether you're on PC or Xbox. You could take advantage of that. If you don't want to go the Epic Store route and you're on PC, it's on the Windows Store as well, or part of Game Pass. So a couple different ways you can get it without backing Epic, but I'm not going to get into that whole that whole fiasco. That is up to you, what you side with there and what storefronts you want to use. But there are options, so don't feel that if you don't want to support the Epic Store, that there aren't ways to get it on PC, because there are. And it's a fantastic game. So I will hopefully be doing a video on that. I'm hoping to do a video on Borderlands 3. I've shared my opinion a few times, and we've got a room dedicated to talking about it on the Discord. Join us over there if you want to get involved in the discussion. Like I said, today is not really a traditional video. I've just got some cinematics playing in the background of Portsmouth. Let me show you real quick what happened in the background since we last talked. So we got, I spammed some trees around. We got this up to prestigious. I need to put a dump site somewhere nearby, and the cemetery too, apparently. Why don't we do that? Maybe not even a cemetery, maybe just a crematorium. Can we put it right here? Right in the quad? Let's find a good spot for this. Kind of tuck it away. There we go. We'll do that, and then we need garbage coverage. Under here? Yeah. Do a little recycling plant down here for now. Good enough for now. That should cover all this. So I got this up to prestigious. I needed a little bit of, campus attractiveness. So I dropped into the football and the baseball to kind of get that up. Oh, basketball arena also. And yeah, we've just been, you know what? I forgot to do academic works this year, I believe. Sure. Dissertation. So that's a development. We'll kind of move and shake some things up over there. I did a little bit of cleanup over here in the industrial area, and I reduced it down to 3 blocks or 3, 4x2 blocks, to kind of space things out a little bit to try and get things moving through here. And it's moving pretty well. There's still a lot of heavy traffic, but it's not stopped. We've got a train station here that I need to loop in a little bit better, but that can encourage some of those trucks to move goods around without having to go on the roads to come over here to the cargo airport. But one thing that I did, let me grab the forest brush over here. So I made a forest brush, and if I come down here just to show you, put some fall trees and some bare trees in it, and I actually spammed that around this first area over here, and it looks fantastic. I don't have the tree detail turned all the way up, but when you get right down in there, you start to do these cinematics, it really looks like a beautiful fall town. Thing is, right now I am at 18 frames per second. Let's get these trees out of here. Let's do that. And I'm at 20 frames per second. So it literally eats frames with just a little tiny pocket like that. And when I had this entire area covered in the red, yellow, and bare trees, it dropped down to 1 or 2 frames per second. And that's just a very small percentage of the map. So I got to figure something out. It looks absolutely beautiful, but it's totally unplayable. So it's going to be one of those things that's going to be the absolute last thing that I do, just to kind of give it a nice look. And I'm going to have to figure out something crazy for recording cinematics at 1 or 2 frames per second and then speeding them up hundreds of times. It's going to be tough, but it does look really beautiful. So part of the problem with that is just there's so many triangles on those trees, so many is it poly count? I forget, but it's insane. Like, the built-in trees are very manageable for the game engine, and those trees, a lot of them I think are Mr. Mason, and they are super detailed and super beautiful, but as a result there's so much more animation happening in the background, and it makes the game absolutely crawl. But it's the consequence of making it look good is it has to work a lot harder. So maybe we'll try and sprinkle those in. Let's see what happens if we just do this real quick. We'll do that. on an area where we've already painted trees, and I'm just going to quickly go like that through there. So maybe we'll do something like that where, you know, we're adding a touch of color here or there, and that certainly makes it feel more alive. You'll see that. So the level of details all the way down, so like it already stops animating when we get that far out. But if we set that up, you know, that could do some really good things to the look of the town without having to spam them everywhere. We'll just kind of fill in some of the gaps with some of that color to make it really pop and look the part of an autumn town in New England. So I'm hoping to, let me kick it back on cinematic camera. I'm hoping to do videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've been shooting for that for quite a long time. But once in a while, just not feeling up to it, like yesterday, and wasn't able to get a video out. So apologies for that. Hope you understand. Now you know why. But we'll be returning to Portsmouth. I hope you enjoyed the diversion going over to the campuses on console. And I think one of the next towns that I want to start up is going to be a campus build. But I think we're going to do it on PC because it's absolutely killing me, the 9 tiles on all the new campus maps. I love the new campus maps, but building them on console and being restricted to 9 tiles, I can't find 9 tiles that I like. I need 10 or 12 just to round it out, to make it look a little more natural and fit in the space. And I haven't found a 9 tile combo that I like in any of those new maps. And the new maps with campus are amazing. They are beautiful, and I want to do them justice and not have a city that kind of ends on a hard line where those 9 tiles happen to run out. So I think I might go another PC build to really dive into a campus town, a college town. But let me know your thoughts. Do we want to get back into console? I'm certainly down either way, but I think if we're going to do one of the new campus maps, it's best to do it on PC, because we can really kind of spread out and do a small town that is, you know, covering most of the map, just really spread out, really thinly populated. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Just an update, more of a personal update and channel update than it is an update to Portsmouth. But we will be making a return. We'll be back. There's lots of little projects to work on. Lots of areas of our map to expand to, and then even once we've done all that, then we can come back and beautify and fine-tune and tweak. So hopefully you get some ideas for where we're going. Let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord if you want to get involved in the discussion. And if you enjoyed today's video, likes, comments, and shares all help the channel a lot and are greatly appreciated. Check back for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, hopefully. Sometimes they slip. But until the next one, this is Move the Mouse, signing off.